Hi there guys, welcome to Win-Loss Record, the series where we are constantly the secondary character. We are in Season 3, is the third month of Win-Loss Record, and we are this time playing up with our Red Eyes deck. So I want to send out a thank you to Games in Silence for the deck profile for this particular build. I was tinkering with some Red Eyes and it just wasn't working for me, but then I find this and yeah, absolutely. They are absolutely correct at Games in Silence. Red Eyes works as a burn deck. Let's see what we can do in this series. So we're only going to have 4 duels today because we've got a longer month, more weekends in the month this time, and we still want to have 20. So let's see what we can do here. We're going to instantly make Verte is our one thing that we've got to do because that counteracts the effect of Red Eyes Fusion, locking us from special summoning for the rest of the turn. And we can just start burning away with our Meteor Comet Dragon. And here we are up against some Ice Barrier, where we can max C, which is good for us. It allows us to just draw through our deck a little bit, and hopefully we can get a little bit of something that's going to halt him just a touch. But we can Ash Blossom him from going any further with his combo, essentially, because he could have done something pretty nasty to us there. But on this this next draw phase, we're going to draw into another Inferno Fire Blast. Doesn't matter what he does there, because no matter what, we just burn him for his last little bit of damage, which, honestly, burning an opponent in Master Duel, I find really satisfying, so I'm more than happy to have that as a way of winning. So, we're going second this time, and we're up against Branded. It's a branded deck. We're going to Ash and Max C in the first turn, so that they just set one and pass. But unfortunately, they veil the Blackstone Legend, and I still use its effect because I'm stupid. We perhaps could have got a little bit more out of all of this if I hadn't have done that. But yeah, we can just attack over. And then it goes into his turn, which is unfortunately going to be full Branded combo, which is never fun to play against, admittedly. Branded is one of my least favourite decks to have to play against. I can't stand it. Just because it is good, and it's really consistent. No matter what consistency hits they have against it, it's still really good. They got the Mirror Jade out here, and we've already taken some damage as well, so yeah, we're kind of already going to be chalked here. There we go. Yeah, nothing that we could have really done about that. I mean, I could have not misplayed against the Blackstone Legend, and maybe I could have got a little bit more out of all of that, but it is what it is. We go in with a 1-1 record for this next one. And the opponent is going to be playing Pendulum Magician, which I don't have much experience with playing against Pendulum Magician or anything like that. He does go into what looks like a decent combo here. He gets out the Time Star Magician. Brings the Astrograph Sorcerer to his hand, and then just sets one and pass. We can 1 for 1 to bring out our Black Metal Dragon and go into Striker Dragon. This normally allows us to get into that Verte Anaconda with ease, but unfortunately we weren't able to this time because we get our Striker Dragon popped. So we just have to settle for summoning and hoping that we can survive another turn so that we'll be able to do it again. He Pendulum summons and then starts going in for plays, pops our dragon, and then he has got game on board, unfortunately, so he's just going to cycle through with all of his monsters, and that is the end of that one. So not the best of starts. After winning the first game, we were kind of hoping that we'd do a little bit better here with Red Eyes, but it's just not working out for us. We're now 1-2 going into the last game for the episode. And we are once again going second against Labyrinth, which I think we can probably all see how this is going to go. Labyrinth here. Going to start comboing off. It pops a card in my hand. Sets out the Labyrinth. And yeah, we've got a set 2. Plus the lovely lady. We can summon out the Elemental Hero. Because I wanted to go into Galaxy Tomahawk. But unfortunately, we get popped. So we weren't able to go into Galaxy Tomahawk. Galaxy Tomahawk just allows us to get into a really easy Verte Anaconda. And then just go in for burn damage and stuff like that. And we just ending on Striker Dragon. Which, yeah, again, something that can't be helped. We just end on a Striker Dragon. And Labyrinth just gets to do Labyrinth things during the end phase. As, of course, it always does. Now then. Can the Labyrinth close out the game in this particular turn, or will we get a chance to do anything here? Goes into the Muckraker. And then brings back... It's just so easy for Labyrinth sometimes. It's a really good deck. I hate playing against it, but it is a really good deck. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to do a whole lot here. We Red Eyes Fusion into the Meteor Comet Dragon, which gets impermed immediately, stopping that burn effect damage from happening. We can, of course, still Inferno Fire Blast here. And we will do. We might as well deal some damage. But then he just sends that away from there. So we can't do the damage, so even then we're not getting anything out of this. And he pops a card in our hand. It's just all... It all falls apart against Labyrinth, unfortunately. So we just end our turn there. He can continue doing things, even though I've got nothing available. Thankfully, I don't get BM'd by him. He goes into his battle phase, and he just attacks me directly. The attacking with the Muckraker was definitely a little bit of BM, I've got to admit. But yeah, with that, we start off at 1 and 3 with Red Eyes, so Joey would not be proud. But hopefully we can bring that back in the coming weeks. Stay tuned for more. Make sure you subscribe to the channel for more Red Eyes content.